start this thing.
Yeah. All right, welcome to the show. My name is Sean.
I'm Rob.
And this is Cool Beans.
Cool Beans.
Yes, absolutely. So this is actually our first pilot episode. We're going to give this a shot.
God bless us.
Give it a try, see what we can do. This show is also brought to you by
New Belgium Captain Dynamite IPA. This is part of their IPA series. Never actually had this yet, but their other stuff, they're hazy. Fantastic. So I have high hopes for this bad boy.
It looks pretty cool because this is Voodoo Ranger. Hoppy.
Yeah.
Means it's going to taste like a tree.
Yeah, about a year ago, it tastes like a tree. Come on. About a year ago, they started with the whole Skull Man thing. I'm a big fan of that.
Oh, yeah.
Being a metalhead, so.
Oh, yes.
We'll see how this tastes and give props to New Belgium, if it warrants it, of course.
Cheers to our first show.
All right.
Cheers to you guys at home.
That's pretty good. It does not taste like a tree to me. I mean, but I'm an IPA guy.
You're an IPA guy.
I mean,
yeah.
This is fantastic. If you like IPAs, I would definitely recommend picking up Captain Dynamite. That's a cool name too.
Yeah, and I like, to be fair, I've had a lot of IPAs.
To be fair,
this one is actually pretty good. It's smooth.
Yeah,
so
it's very smooth.
Yeah, so it doesn't have that bite to it at the end where you're.
I will say this: it's 7.7
Jeez.
ABV, so don't tread lightly with this.
Yeah,
bad boy.
so this is how it's gonna start. This is how we're gonna do this.
Should make for an interesting show.
Yes. So, with our show, Cool Beans, we wanted to kind of connect with you guys at home. So we come from a different era. Right now, of course, you got big things like TikTok and, things for younger people coming out. Facebook seems like it's, geared more, a little bit more mature,
Right.
Things like that.
Which is weird, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
Facebook to me seems so new, but apparently it's for
it's not.
the parents. Parents like us. I mean,
You sound old just for saying that
Yeah.
now. I'm telling you, man.
What are you gonna do?
But like literally, we wanted to connect with people our age, and not just that, but really shed some light for some maybe of the younger crowd, and then maybe some of the older crowd. I don't know. We can reach out to everybody. I mean, this show is geared towards everybody. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover topics. We're gonna cover a few different things. We're gonna have different playlists on the show. We're gonna talk about 80s movies, 80s music,
90s movies, 90s music. I mean, as far as we're concerned, have you ever been at the bar, you're sitting around with your buddies, and you just start riffing about nostalgia, about pop culture? I mean, that's this show.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
What are your best What are your best things you noticed from Rocky IV?
Yes.
From the whole Rocky series. What's the
Yes.
best movie from the Rocky series?
Yes.
Why does Star Wars suck compared to Star Trek?
Oh man, you're gonna upset some
that
Trekkies out there.
But, stuff like that. So that was our idea.
We'll make a show out of that.
Yeah.
Trust us. Yeah. So we wanted to start this this show off with one of our favorite movies from the 80s, which is
The Karate Kid. The best around.
No, bring
my
it down. Yes.
This movie,
The Karate Kid.
it really changed. I mean, honestly, changed my life. It really did. I think I was 10 years old when it came out.
You were 10.
I think I was 10, right?
Yeah.
It came out in 86, 87.
Yeah, right around there. Yeah. So I was a little bit younger. I was 6 or 7. I don't remember it coming out, but I do remember watching it a ton because it was considered one of these nostalgic kind of movies.
Well, honestly, it was our generation's Rocky.
Yeah.
I mean, if you break it down.
Yeah.
I mean, Rocky came out in 76.
Right. Yeah.
This came out in 86, 87-ish, right?
I can see that. Yeah. That could be.
So it's kind of our generation's Rocky.
Yeah.
The underdog coming.
Right.
And that's what we're going to talk about. Right?
Yes, that's right.
Because we kind of have a disagreement on this whole thing.
Right. Yes, we do have a disagreement. And you guys can chime in too, because the disagreement that we have is that, well, now that the new Cobra Kai show has come out, Johnny's starting to look like the good guy now. And I'm in agreement with that. But Rob is somewhat too, and he'll tell you why coming up here too. But, I look back on it, and I remember being in the 80s, and I remember kids that were taking karate. and they were just dicks.
No.
They were just so like
day,
they were
day.
just so ridiculous.
Yeah,
like
all day.
they were the tough guys. They wanted to fight you, and I didn't care for that. So I always looked at the Cobra Kai being like, that's what it is. That's how it is.
Do you remember Diamondback bicycles? Do you remember,
absolutely.
They always rode the Diamondback bicycles.
So they were the cool kids, obviously.
They were such douchebags.
They were. Well, but not just that. No, they had motorcycles. So not only do you have good bikes, but you have amazing. You ride dirt bikes on the beach. Yeah. I mean, who wasn't one of these? Who was?
Your girlfriend's ghetto blaster. Sorry, kids. That means boom box. I don't know. Is that a thing?
Right.
In the sand.
They know.
He's a great guy.
Well, I mean, and what it sounds like from what they're bringing back in the new show is that Daniel came in and basically was the dick from wherever he was,
He was from New Jersey.
New Jersey. So, he come in and they're talking like this, hey, what are you going to do? I'm from, Austin, Texas, born and raised. I mean, sorry, no, Jersey, right? Yeah. Jersey.
I've never met someone from Austria with that accent. But that would be amazing if that was the case.
And he comes in and he's flirting with the dude, dude's chick, and it's just like...
Hold on. In Daniel's defense, Elizabeth's shoe was smoking.
Yeah.
I mean, she was a minor at the time, so I'm no creep, but I think it was like 11 when it came out.
Right.
So,
right. So you were looking up. You'd be like, oh, look at this high school girl.
Forget about it.
Look at this, yeah.
Right? Forget about it.
Hey.
Fangool.
The gabagool.
The gabagool.
The gabagool. We'll talk about that in a minute. But literally, I mean, I get it. They were broken up, whatever the storyline had
Absolutely.
And it was fair game for Daniel, really. But at the same time, I mean, Johnny was a dick. He was kind of a dick. Like when Daniel was in the restaurant and he got that spaghetti. I mean, I would laugh. I get it.
I mean, who wouldn't?
No, right? Right?
I mean, you gotta feel bad for the kid, but I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what are you doing there in the first place? And
right. I know. And so I've only watched the first 2 seasons of Cobra Kai, and I know that there's the third one. So I haven't watched that because I want to watch it with my wife, and we're gonna watch the first 2 together. Then we're gonna see the third one and see where this. He
doesn't want to do the Netflix cheat.
I can't do it.
Which is almost as bad as emotional cheating.
That's right.
Don't do it, kids.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't even try.
Captain
I've
Diamond.
done it. The Netflix cheat, not the emotional cheat thing. It's almost as bad. You will reap.
Right. So
hell.
What is your? I know everybody's gonna go to their favorite part of the movie, which typically is the end.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the crescendo. I mean,
for sure.
And if you haven't seen it, which you might be one of the first people on Earth that hasn't seen it,
shame on you.
We're not gonna do any spoiler alerts, right?
Unbelievable.
But yeah, right. What was your go-to part of that movie? What?
First, let me say this: I'm a pro Daniel LaRusso guy, right? But let me start by saying this: I think it's our generation's Rocky Balboa, or Rocky Balboa is a whole other thing, but. And one of the reasons I say that is because kind of the way he talks like this. Hey, Ma, I don't want to move here. I want to go home. It's
because he was popular. He was popular where he was.
Fine,
I get
whatever, but I think they were kind of capitalizing on the whole thing. That's just my take. Still a great movie. That's just my thing.
Right.
Anyway, my favorite part of the whole movie was when he walks in on Mr. Miyagi, who's drunk. Remember that? He's drinking the whiskey.
Yes.
And he reads the letters about how his wife had died giving birth.
That's a good part.
You know what I mean?
Movie.
Like, gives him a whole... Because he really wasn't into the whole... He was into the karate thing, but he wasn't... His heart wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then he reads this, and he finds out where Mr. Miyagi is coming from.
Yeah.
Like, where his heart's at.
Yeah,
and that was kind of the turning point.
His wife and child died at childbirth.
And not only that, he saw... Because Mr. Miyagi never brought it up. He won the Medal of Honor.
Oh, that's
the Medal of Honor was in that box.
That's true.
That's huge.
That's a big
Especially
deal.
for a Japanese American during World War II.
That's a big deal, yeah.
So, for me, that was the best part. I honestly, I recently watched that movie with my son a couple weeks ago, and it was the first time in a while, and me being a veteran, that really touched me. That was a very strong, heartfelt scene, and I think that really kind of turned the tides for Daniel LaRusso in that movie. And
well,
so,
I agree, because it at the very next clip, right after that part, was him and that flute, and he's training on the front of the boat.
That's right.
Doing
yes.
it, and there's like a silhouette of him doing his karate, and and so, but you're right by saying like he just flipped the switch.
Yeah.
And just went right into it.
Because first he was doing the wax on, wax off. He was wax on, wax off, wax
right.
on, wax off.
Yeah.
And then he gets it.
Yeah.
He gets it.
And I did like, God, yours is gonna be so much more meaningful than mine.
I have a pretty big deal.
Yeah, mine sucks now. So one of my things that I remember when I was a kid was the fact at the very end of the term. I mean, they busted him up. I mean, they jacked him up. They
Which part?
Swept the leg. They went over
in the tournament.
Yeah, in the tournament when they
right,
went after Daniel, and they tore him up and all that. The sweep the leg stuff. But at the end of it, when Johnny got the kick to the face, which was an illegal hit apparently to their rule book.
Apparently. Nobody knew that like 10 years ago.
I know. No one brought it up. Everybody. Okay.
Come on.
All right. But then Johnny says, "You're not half bad," or something
right.
like
that.
I
remember
and
that.
I was like,
I remember.
I was
that.
like, there you go. Okay, so there's hope for dicks. Maybe this Karate Kid guy at my school, will be cool to me too, and won't be such a dick, and and it just there's so many pieces to that movie that makes it so great, and I can understand why that's one of the first movies we want to talk about. So yeah, I mean,
true. That is, I remember that. But I will say this, having grown up in the '80s and the early '90s, I still, when I go to the mall and I see asshole-looking kids like Johnny Lawrence, I just want to kick him in the face. And I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way.
Well, I feel
you know
like...
what I mean?
I feel...
Like you see somebody with that face. You can't explain it. It's the face. It's that face.
Yeah, surfer dude.
Oh, I just
bro?
want to punch you in the face.
But honestly, I think the kids today won't even know what hit them when the karate crew comes around, they'd be scared of that crew, man. Like, I would have been a little intimidated.
Oh my God. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
All day.
Because that was intimidating for us. Not let alone these kids that are here, today. I'm like, oh my gosh. They've never seen a gang of karate people
wearing skeleton outfits.
Yeah, the skeleton crew.
Motorcycles.
I mean, who does that? Yeah, exactly. So, overall, I mean, the movie is just fantastic. I mean, we can talk about so much more.
Oh, it's an A+.
Yeah, and you bring up Elizabeth Shue. I think she was fantastic in the movie.
For more than one reason.
Yeah. She was a good high
talk
school
about the Saints some other
girlfriend.
time.
And what's up with her parents, man? Please.
Right.
Stupid parents, dude.
Is Johnny gonna be there?
Yeah. Problems with Johnny. Please.
You're not gonna be hanging out with that boy from Reseda, are you?
Reseda! Yeah, that's right. And worse yet, no, I wish she would have said, no, he's from Jersey.
Right, exactly! It would have shut him right up.
It would have been like, oh damn, he gangsta.
We're from Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
I can't. I have nothing to say to that.
Is that where they were from?
I have nothing. They don't elaborate.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Okay. I mean, it was a rich place, and and all that.
I mean, I don't know where Beverly Hills is in conjunction with Reseda.
Right.
The only other reference I know from Reseda is Tom Petty.
Oh yeah.
That one song.
Living in Reseda.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. So, either way, I like this. It's a good sipping drink for me.
Even for a non-IPA drinker, it's not bad.
Yeah. I've been more into sours lately.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't hurt like the... What do they call them? Salivary glands.
No. Well,
see, I can't.
It hits it.
Glands,
it hits it, and then I just want more. So
that's what she said.
Yeah, that's right. But also too, I did try one. I forget who made it, but it was like a sriracha, like beer or something, or an IPA or something like that. Yeah, I think it was Rogue. Rogue made it.
Oh, Rogue Brewing?
Yeah, and it was a big red bottle, and it was I don't know.
Sriracha beer sounds like diarrhea waiting to happen.
Probably happened more than once. Yeah, I just blamed it on bad guacamole. Because I wanted to have it again. I'm like, I wanted to have it again, So, anything else about the Karate Kid that kind of stands out, and especially too, you guys. I want you guys to type in the comments. Type in what you think. What's your favorite part? What stood out to you for that movie? For you, because I know it's a very popular movie now. It's getting bigger because Cobra Kai came out,
and with it, it's polarizing. Honestly, it's polarizing.
It is. Yeah.
Because I mean, since it's come out, we've had this discussion. Like, he's a Johnny Lawrence guy. I still think he's a dick.
Yeah.
I don't care if Ed Asner is his father, his stepfather, or whoever he is, or his surrogate father. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever. Santa Claus is a surrogate father. Whatever.
Yeah.
He's still a douchebag. He drinks Coors Banquet. Who orders a Coors Banquet at the bar? Have you ever done that before?
Somebody from Colorado. Hello.
And not only that, but if you get drunk off a Coors Banquet.
Oh yeah, that's true. He did get jacked up off
Coors Banquet. You don't get drunk off a Coors Banquet.
Well,
you can get drunk off of this.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had half of this, and I'm already a little.
Yeah, man, this is some strong stuff. 7.7.
Either way, I love Cobra Kai. Great show.
Yeah.
Karate Kid, great movie. Karate Kid 2, honestly, my opinion, is even better.
We'll
probably review that as well.
Yeah, for sure. But, absolutely. Well, I think this is a great first show, great first topic.
Absolutely.
We might come back to this, especially to hear after what you guys think of it too. But again, this is Cool Beans. I'm Sean.
I'm Rob.
And we'll see you on the next episode.
Keep living.